And we are live on a YouTube as well. Awesome. So yeah, like I asked like how guys you doing, how you feeling, good afternoon. Like I said like a bunch of different stuff. So yeah, I can say that again. Like hope you guys are doing well moisturized in your lanes and chilling. Hopefully that's the thing. But yeah, today we're gonna be starting within the giveaways. Like I'm gonna do two quick giveaways. Nebu, how you doing, sir? Like long time no see. Hope everything is going well. And we do 10k DFL. 10k DFL currently is like $10. I believe it's pretty nice to be honest. $10. I'm not sure if there are actually many doing $10 giveaways, like $50 or $60 giveaways every single Friday. To be honest, it's pretty nice. Like if I'm you, I'm actually just like. I mean, like we've been doing like $5 giveaways as well, and like we've been doing the DFL giveaways all the time. But like still, like, $10 giveaways that's not bad. And like it may be not like game changing money, but you can do some nice stuff with that. And we have a Kuhon winning, right? Kuhon, see, you drink the water, you don't drink too much alcohol, and you get the W as well. But yeah, congrats on the win. $10 a day, $1,000 in a year. I mean, like that's the truth. Like, I'm not sure how you can. I'm not sure how the Sol or any other different kind of market's gonna behave. But like, whenever there's a bull market, like, come on, like man, like whenever there is a bull, the DFL is like on the moon, man. That's my rhymes here. That's my rhyming skills there, right? So yeah, with that being said, hopefully, like, since the last week, I believe, like, DFL doubled, I believe, if I'm correct. Maybe not really doubled, but, like, did, like, 70%. Yeah, 72 is, like, the bot says. But yeah, there are, like, good things happening, and I still really, like, that's all, of course, like, not the financial advice. But I still believe the EFL is pretty undervalued, especially if you look to other stuff that are currently on Solana. Then, like, if you see that and compare DFL, whatever the product we have, whatever the community we have, whatever the consistency we had, and so on, and whatever the vision and the plans we have, if you also have to look in the future as well, you will see that the DFL is pretty much undervalued as well, and not the financial advice. I'm really bullish about the last unlock this month. And I believe like I'm gonna go perma bull on DFL after the last unlock. I'm trying to keep it kind of low a little bit because like I want this kind of bad actors to finally go. I mean like there will be some bad actors into the future as well who have not sold like totally as well, but like the people who are selling instantly on the market sell on the unlocks, they will be finally gone. Like you cannot imagine how happy I will be whenever there is a last unlock happened. And then it means that like all the VCs, investors who have invested the money, their parts are now unlocked and there will be no more unlocks. Like just keeping that in mind that like having no more unlocks is so much bullish because like just keeping this in mind. I'm not sure if there are many companies like this currently, but like I believe we're going to be one of the first gaming projects which will have 70% circulating supply. And like there are no VC unlocks coming. So there are like the unlocks like whenever the 30% is, it's like team, it's like the marketing, it's like the ecosystem which basically we control, and in the future the DAO will control. So if you know me and if you know our journey, you know that we're not selling or dumping on anyone. And like if we wanted to dump, we would have done it whenever the DFL was 40 cents and made millions, right, and run away. But like as you guys know, we are pretty committed and we're here to just like deliver great things. So I believe it's like really great thing. Some people might say that, hey, team has like 20% and they might do some bad stuff. Like once again, if we wanted to do that, we would have done it. But also, as we have announced, we are going to burn majority of our team tokens as well in chunks. And what it means is that whenever we're gonna be, I'm not sure guys if you had checked our Twitter announcement and also the Discord announcement, but whenever we will be hitting our milestones, for example, Alpaca Dash launches, we're going to be burning decent amount of a DFL. Whenever Alpaca Dash is live, we're going to burn at least 1% of the entire supply. Is it bullish? Is it not? You determine. You make your own minds, but we're going to be burning at least 1%. Like, that's my word. You know that when I say stuff, I do that. Whenever we launch default in the mobile, that's when we're gonna be burning at least 1% of entire supply, and that's kind of the way that we're going with. And it's not that we're burning like ecosystem tokens; we're burning our own coins. So we're burning our own money, the money that actually if you just even right now calculate like 20%, let's say, of circulating supply and FDV, it's like, of course the liquidity is not there yet, but it's still $2 million, and we're burning those even at this valuation. And imagine whenever the price will be going up, like we're burning a lot. The goal definitely is to not just do right stuff for us, ourselves, but for sure to make things right for the community as well. If we, once again, wanted to just like dump for several hundred thousands, we would just can run away with the money of the NFTs, let's say, for that we did like in 2022 or like since the IDO and IEOs. Like there were so many different times we could have done that, but just sacrifice 3 years to just run away for like 100K. No, like here we are here. We have a high goals, high expectations, and we're just working our asses off to make sure that it happens, right? And I guess like you feel that. I guess you guys just see that within our daily commitment and daily announcements or daily just everything. So that's kind of thing. So, but yeah, the goal is to within the DFL is to make sure that the DFL price is appreciated. Currently, just to also let you guys know, is that we're planning to be like the current goal is to be that we're the third most famous project on Solana. So that's like current goal that we're going for. So currently, like you should be realistic. Like we can say that like a lot of things, but there is a reality and the facts there as well, right? So I do believe, in my personal opinion, Star Atlas and Aurora are having way better like exposure, as well as because like they have more money as well. That's, you can say that as well. Like they have Aurora, let's say, has raised like $120 million, which like compared to us 4.5 millions, that's a really big difference, right? So there's a reason why they have like 4 times bigger team as well and stuff like that, right? But the goal is to just deliver the stuff to be like the number 3. And it's not like bad. Like being in number 3 is nothing wrong when there are when there is a huge competition. Being after Star Atlas and Aurora, when they have raised like tens of millions of dollars, and they have teams like 3-4 times bigger than us, and they have the marketing budget and everything, and like so on, it's a great thing. So being the number 3, like whenever the people just like look at the gaming of Solana and the DeFi is in top 3, that's the goal. And I believe when we have done that, like, and potentially after Alpaca Dash game launch and also DeFi and mobile, we will be there, the number 3. Then we can go and try to be number 1, number 2 as well. Hope it makes sense. So we don't have to be just like really delusional and just say that we are going for number 1 tomorrow. That's not the thing. If you do not kind of divide your goal into several steps that you have to achieve, it's kind of just always looking at the North Star. You might just miss a lot of things, and then you might die just going and just chasing that like North Star. So our goal is to be definitely kind of dreaming big and just having a high vision and a great vision, but like having the deliverables and the steps that we want to accomplish before we reach that, if it makes sense. But the goal is that definitely, and you have to kind of accomplish. And it's not that whenever Aurora is doing great or Star Atlas is doing great, that's an amazing thing. I'm always loving their success, like because they are paving the path to the success as well for us as well. They are bringing more eyes to Solana. They are bringing more eyes to the Solana gaming. They are bringing more eyes to the kind of gamification and everything. So it's actually benefits us as well in the future, and vice versa. And I believe like you might hate one or another, or like there's like always like a beef that like projects think that, let's say, DeFi Land is against Aurora or Star Atlas and so on. It's not. I believe like we should just definitely grow the pie together. Jupiter team said that really well, and I believe like exactly that's a goal for us. And when we become the number 3, then once again we can just simply just step by step go to the number 1 and number 2 spots. And we have ideas and we have plans how to do that, growing the team and scaling and everything, but it just takes time, right? And if your guys DeFi Land maxes, it doesn't really have to mean that you hate others. Like you're just gonna have fun while playing our game, while also playing other games as well. and just enjoy. And let's say, for example, you play a Rory and you see something happening great. You can come and tell us, hey guys, they did this, and I believe it's something that they helped us. They helped them to gain the exposure. We should do that as well. It's like you should learn from them as well. And if they did something bad, we should learn from that as well. But to my point is that DeFi Land is basically setting itself for the bull run with several things. Then DFL will be financially free from the investors, even though like they will have tokens that are not sold yet. The unlocks are done, so like they can. It's not that like on the 22nd or 23rd. I don't really remember the date, to be honest. Let's say 22nd of the November, they will be selling everyone. It's not like that anymore. So there is like no pressure or no dates. Every quarter we're gonna be getting some kind of problems, right? That's the number one thing. The circulating supply is high. That's another thing. Then we'll have 3 different game titles live. It meaning DeFi Land Web, DeFi Land Mobile, and Alpaca Dash. And also, if you count Alpaca Run, which is also a great thing, we're going to be launching that on the mobile as well soon. DFL Zik actually today finalized that. So kudos. The clap. Let's have a clap for DFL Zik. He actually finalized the Alpaca Run for the mobile. So it's like working on iOS and Android as well. So we're going to be launching that. And yeah, like so many things coming. So we're pretty excited about that. And we're developing so many different sites. If you just look, right? The alpaca short animations, they're going to be the toys, the Flush is coming. There are these kind of mobile approach, web approach, desktop approach. We're going to be going for Epic Store as well. And there are so many great things, right? And if you just like look at that, and let's say you are a retail investor, right? And you just like Google and see like what's going on Solana, and like you see 4 or 5 different things coming from a DeFi and project, and everything is around DFL. I don't see the reason why you actually do not invest in here. Once again, it's not a financial advice. It's not a thing that you should ape within the DeFi land. But I'm trying to educate the people and just show that that's why you actually have to pay attention. The last 2.5 years we've been building, and like the building at some point pays off. Like unless you're doing some dumb stuff, like random things, it should pay off. And I do believe we're going the right direction as well. So yeah, I'm not going to I have like a lot of things to tell about that as well, and a lot of stuff. But so let's start with the questions. But what I'm going to say, but still, I do believe DFL is, before IDO price, which is like 50 million FTV, I believe DFL is super undervalued. At 50 million DFL, I would say it's like, okay, now we're getting it at some point. But like before that, it's really undervalued, in my opinion. And if you compare it to the other project valuations as well, it's also pretty obvious. One thing though I'm going to say, and once again, you guys know that I'm self-critical as well, and I love to tell the truth. One thing, the problem potentially could be the reason why DFL is not getting the whales attention as well, is the liquidity. Currently, there is a TVL of like around $200,000, which is not great for the whales. So let's say if I'm whale and I want to buy, I believe in your project now, I want to buy DFL, and let's say I want to invest 50K, 100K. If I do so, the price raises up really highly, and like then someone might dump on me. So I needed high liquidity. I needed really decent and deep liquidity so I can really seamlessly buy in, right? Even if I do DCA and I buy $1,000 every hour or every day, still it raises the price, and like then someone can dump on me, right? So yeah, that's the thing. We also kind of see that, and our goal gonna be to improve the liquidity, to kind of have incentivized mechanisms, and to tell the people know about the LPs, how to do different things, and yeah, that's one of those things that we are also working. Listing on centralized exchanges are also in our work and vision, and we believe that's like the thing to do as well. But like we are not planning to pay 500K for the listing, right? Like KuCoin, Huobi, OKX, and like they are mainly requiring at least several $100,000 for the listing. Let's say if I'm a Rory, let's say, I can definitely pay that because like I have like, let's say $50 more million in the bank, and just paying that money could be a thing because it gives you nice kind of value. It also gives you nice liquidity, so you might pay that. But for us, unfortunately, it's not possible. And I'm gonna say this: show me a team as well that could have managed to deliver the stuff that we delivered and just run for like 3 years with the money that we have. The fund management and the liquidity management that our team has is unmatched. And we still have like at least 1 year of runway. Like if you look, and if you think about that, that's so crazy, right? Because we'd only done 4.5 million valuation, which is like not really even like true, as we get like taxes and stuff. Like let's say 4 million can raise in 2021. And since then, we've been going really hard as a game studio. And it's just like people have spent so much money and we still have the runway. It's just like unmatched. And I'm pretty happy. And I'll take kudos of that to myself. That's what I can say. And I'm not going to go into details now and everything, and just kind of go to the questions and start with the questions. And if there's some questions that I can dive deep, I will do so as well. Chemo with another questions as well. Chemo is actually pretty persistently and consistently giving us some questions. Nice questions as well. Kudos to Chemo. So let's read the questions as well this week. And if they are interesting, let's give him another 10K DFL as well, because he deserves. So I'm going to read this real quick myself because it's a really big one before we go to the questions. My wife fell in love with DeFi and when she discovered the baby almighty alpacas. See? I love that. I already love that. Oh man, that's so sweet. Oh, that's amazing. Like, I'm not sure, guys, if you're reading, but Chemo actually said that his wife, and basically invested in DeFi Land because of the baby almighty alpacas, and I'm super excited about that. That's like what makes me super happy about the visuals, because I see the same vision. I'm like, whoever, especially I'm not being sexist or whatsoever, but the females who see the baby almighty alpacas, they are loving it, and the kids. Like baby almighty alpaca visuals are super amazing. Like I believe that's a really great bet, and we're betting really well on that. So I'm not sure if you guys actually checked out on the Twitter as well, but our goal is to, I'm just going to recap this. Okay, so with the almighty alpacas and baby almighty alpacas, we are planning two things. One is the toys, and another one is the short animation videos. So the toys are, so it's combined. So the strategy is actually combining both. So the goal is that like the grown almighty alpaca and the baby almighty alpaca. The adult one is a parent, and the baby alpaca is the child. So the goal that we're having here is to kind of have a great connection for parents and the kids, to have something represent themselves, so that they can see themselves looking in the mirror while they are watching our animations or while they are having their toys. So one toy for the dad, one toy for a mom, and one toy for a kid. Or like if they have brothers or sisters, like they can have one as well, right? Plus they will see like this short animation. Currently we have like 7-10 second animations, which are super fine, but we're going to deliver soon like 1 minute animations, 2 minute animations as well, and just have like a story where like the story is told. Like there's a lore, there is like the people, like there are like this alpaca named whatever, they just go the pink alpaca is really playful, the brown alpaca is really smart, and we're gonna be having those kind of things where there are characters that you love to watch those stories, and we're gonna be going for that. And plus you're gonna be having the toys which represent those alpacas that you see in animations, and plus you have a game that you can play. And in the toys, there are going to be NFC chips that if you scan, you're going to get an NFT. And I mean, there's a huge thing that we are planning. It takes time. Like it's not that we just can launch in a single snap. But I believe you can tell by my voice, but I'm super excited about that. It's going really well, and I'm developing that. We're developing the story. We're developing the 3D mockups and the visuals of the toys and the plushes. We don't want to rush that. We don't want to make like not really quality stuff around that, but that's the goal that we're approaching that. And if you guys can validate that as well, and if, for example, if you're a parent, if you have kids, if you have like the maybe like the cousins or like your aunt or uncle, and you can validate that if the kids are loving the alpacas or the visuals or the animations, that would be great. Or if you can provide the feedback as well, let's say they didn't like this part, they didn't like this animation, they felt it was aggressive, like whatsoever, we would love and we would really appreciate that. So let's go with the questions. But yeah, thanks Kimo a lot, and and shout out to your wife as well. Welcome to DeFi Land family, as a whole family now. The quality of a tree, water graphics, following Alpaca Dash will be also used in DeFi Land Season 2. No. So the reason why we are not going with that is that DeFi Land also needs a lot of its own assets that are not in Alpaca Dash. So to replace everything within DeFi Land is additional whole different task, which also is really difficult. So we're not going for that. But DeFi Land Mobile has its own graphics. So Alpaca Dash is having different graphics, DeFi Land Web is having different graphics, and DeFi Land Mobile is having different graphics. The reason is also optimization. The way how you optimize for the web is totally different, and the way how you optimize for the mobile is totally different. So we cannot use exactly the same things for the same stuff, and that's also the thing, like from a game development perspective. But yeah, unfortunately the answer is no. But for DeFi Land Mobile, it's also pretty cool in its own different direction. In the mobile version of DeFi Land, you said that all Gen 0s could be used. Will these be at launch? So I'm gonna just make sure you guys understand. So DeFi Land Mobile will be launching, and DeFi Land Mobile launching and going into pre-alpha release is totally different. So pre-alpha is just a showcase. It's a kind of demo where you see the graphics, you just create the wallet, you do like send, receive, and just like several game loops, and it's not the launch. At the launch, yes, the Gen 0 NFTs will have a utility, every single one of them, but not at the pre-alpha. So pre-alpha is like just to show that the game is here, we have built this, we have been doing this stuff, and here you go, try and test it out. The launch is like publicly we're launching a game. So at the launch, yes, but the launch is not coming in coming weeks, right? So that's like something to make sure you guys understand. As in the web version, will there be multiple levels of shooting, fishing, and tractor games? So there's a thing. At first, just because to make it easy to develop, but also easy to play, everything will be an idle game, as in the farming games, right? The shooting will be like you go to shooting, you just choose the fishing rod that you have, and you go to the shooting, fishing, and after some time, you get some fish. The same with shooting, the same with the tractor, right? But as we develop the game, there will be active games coming within those things. For some people, I believe like idle games are even better than the active games. But I believe like having some simple and small little active games also is really great. If you have played Farm Wars 3 on mobile, which is I believe like the best ever farming game ever created on the mobile, there are several active games. I mean, like majority of the games are idle, but there are like several active games, including the fishing and including several different things. And we're going that kind of way. So mainly it's gonna be idle, but also then we're gonna introduce the active games as well. The bull market is starting up, tokenomics is very favorable and the fundamentals are on top. And yet, looking at the DeFi Land website, it can be very complicated for newcomers, the media, to understand just how true all this is. If there's something blocking it, how could you resolve it? That's a great question, to be honest. I guess one thing that we have to do entering the next bull market or bear market is to redesign our website. Our website is pretty old dated, I'm gonna say that. The visuals, the like whatever you can say, it's pretty old dated, and we have to redesign that. Additionally, we have to create a hub where from just a single website you can just access the staking, you can access the game and all the different games that we have, and learn the information, see the tokenomics, and do all these different things. Currently, it's not possible, and I believe like if you go to DeFi Land, that app, you go there and you just see really not important information and also a bit outdated. So I totally agree on that, and our goal is to definitely restructure and redesign our website the way it's welcoming and also informative as well. No matter are you a new or old guy, if I'm you, for example, Kimo, and you know all this stuff, and if you go at DeFi Land that app, you cannot find anything there. It's still like hyperlinks to different websites and like different visuals, different designs. It's not really in the same style. It's a little bit hard to navigate. So definitely that's something that we have to work on, and just make sure that it's really nice. We also have like potentially really nice blog post as well, like having on our some kind of our platform of education as well, not to directly use Medium, or maybe use Medium on the back end, but just like have a front end for that as well on our side. So whenever there are you new guy and you want to see what we have been up to, you just come and see all these different articles that are written by that guy status, which are amazing, and you learn more. After the last unlock, tokenomics will be very favorable for attracting future holders. The problem is going wrong. So that's just something that everyone has been battling with. Like any team, ask any team. Like everyone is having problems to have up-to-date tokenomics and the circulating supply and the market cap and everything shown at the CoinGecko market cap. For the CoinGecko, it's a little bit easier, and I believe on the CoinGecko, it's currently, I'm not sure if it's up to date, but like several months ago, it was up to date. So communication with their team and the API is a little bit nicer, but CoinMarketCap is really pain in the in that lower body. So definitely we're gonna try to improve that, but like it's not that we're not trying our best. We're DMing them on Twitter, we're sending the emails, we're actually filling the report forms that they have on the website, but still it's not really getting much attention. But we will try our best. But meanwhile, use a CoinGecko and also use a Bird Eye, because the Bird Eye, I believe, has the most. They don't have the circulating supply kind of thing that you can see, but you can still see like a lot of things as well. In Discord, we should have a tab called Tokenomics. The highlights the strength of the new tokenomics. The ratio new comment there will be. Yeah, actually, that could be a good idea. Yeah, I believe like having a video as well created, but maybe by me, maybe by someone. Did I just randomly send some message? I'm not sure, but like, having some kind of different those stories told, like what happened, why price fell, who are Alameda and FTX, because like sometimes maybe newcomers are here, they might not even know who Alamedas are or FTX was, right? So having those information publicly and just really in details explained is really, really right thing to do. But also, like both things are right. Having an informative tab for that is a great thing. But also having a video where we explain fully transparently and fully truthfully what we actually have done and what has happened in the past is a for sure thing. And thanks for recommendation. The flashes. Sorry. The plushes are BAAs on Twitter. Lots of publications about BAAs. They seem to be the studio mascot. However, you were at the breakpoint presenting the studio. It mentioned the knight. Why do you choose a knight with the castle in the background? Actually, that's also a great question. Not really many people actually have seen that video, but also like have not really seen this thing. So for the people who don't know, we have founded the company named Kind Knight Studios, Kind Knight Games, which is our gaming studio name, which is building all these different games. So having a name like DeFi Land is great, but like the Alpaca is a different thing. Alpaca Dash is a different thing. Baby Almighty Alpacas are a different thing. And like we have so many different IPs that it should be somehow gathered. So we came up with the idea of Kind Knight Games, Kind Knight Studio, which is our new studio name that is a game developer, and that represents all the different works that we do. We're going to be launching the social media of that as well soon. And please like and retweet and follow that as well. But the thing is that why we chose the Kind Knight Studio is, naming is a little bit, I like the name, to be honest, like Kind Knight is like KK. It's like kind of starting the same kind of syllable. I'm not sure if it's the syllable is the right thing. The same character, I would say. And it starts with the same character, and it's just like shows the way that we are. To be honest, like first I'm gonna ask you the question like why not the baby alpacas for a name of a company, because baby alpacas are one of the things that we do, right? So there should be a different company which kind of governs everything, and it should not be one of those that is governed. So maybe you might, if for example the company was alpacas or whatsoever, then like DeFi Island has nothing to do with alpacas. Or like, let's say we launched a new MMORPG in a year, it has nothing to do with alpacas, right? So that's a goal. So, and why Kind is that Kind Night is that I believe like the way that we're going within the Web3 is a kind way. Like some might laugh, but I believe that the way that we're developing, the way we're approaching our community, giving away, or just like not being selfish, or not being the way that everyone is here, just like trying to make money and live and scam and rug. I believe like Night actually aligns with our visions and our values. And I do believe like everyone in DeFi Island is pretty kind, and just like it also pretty kind of goes well for the name as well. And it's just it's something that we feel ourselves. And maybe for some we're not really kind, maybe we're not really nice, or we're evils or whatsoever. But like at the bottom of the heart, that's like our mission, and that's just to kind of bring some really kindness to the Web3, to bring some nice times and nice justice to the world as well at some point. And yeah, there are like many words to describe why it aligns up with us, but that represents us really well. And yeah, that's what I can say for now. And thanks a lot for the questions. And yeah, really amazing story that you just kind of told us about your family as well. With that being said, I'm gonna do a quick Q&A. And I'm gonna drink a water. I'm not sure why my throat is pretty dry. I just have to drink a water because I'm not sure if I can keep going with this. So here you guys have a giveaway. I'm gonna be back in 30 seconds. Let me see. And the winner is High Plains Drifter. Congrats on the win, sir. Well deserved, I would say. And let's continue the questions. Oh, there has been a lot of messages here. How many maps will? So yeah, GM Ra. Sorry, I missed that. How many maps when launch public dash? So yeah, once again, once this goes into the public testing, there are gonna be just one map, like the current thing that we have, but way more beautiful. And whenever it's a public launch, in like 2 months, for example, it will be having 2. And then like, yeah, actually, Big D Alpaca actually screenshotted my thing. Thanks for that. When launch? Launch of what, sir? When season 2? So season 2 is actually, so actually I had a call with that guy Status yesterday, and we actually shared some more news about season 2, our approach, our vision and everything. So it means that it's getting close. And also I believe that in coming weeks, I'm going to say that in approximately 2-3 weeks, don't quote me, but like in coming weeks, potentially in 2-3 weeks, we're going to be sending the rewards out to you for season 1. So yeah, you will be getting, just to remind, you're going to be getting DFL, you're going to be getting NFTs of DeFi Island and also Alpaca NFTs, and you might be getting some partner NFTs as well, which means that you might be getting some other project NFTs which are not from DeFi Island. So for example, it could be Tensorians, it might be anything else, not the Medlet, because Medlet is too expensive. We're not going to be going for that at this point, but there are going to be some nice other NFTs as well that we're going to be giving additional, not really like thousands of them, but there are going to be some nice amount of them as well. So yeah, any alpha that you can share with us? Well, I believe I've discussed a bunch of different things at the beginning of the summer solstice today as well. But yeah, once again to say, I believe the alpha, maybe it should not be about the DeFi at all. So if you're, I believe like you should guys be finding some nice projects that you want to invest if you want to make it. That's like my kind of recommendation. Invest some projects that you guys think that are great, and ride their wave. Do not sell, over panic sell while it's a little bit down or whatsoever, but like buy them and just hold them till the value that you guys believe, and set the goal. Like let's say I'm gonna say DeFi for this one. Let's say I'm gonna buy a project which is building this game and they are doing great. I know their tokenomics. I know the team is not rugging, and I buy $10,000 of them, just randomly saying, and I'm gonna sell that when their market cap is $100 million. And you do that, and that's actually something that makes you the money. Like, so having a vision, having a goal and commitment, but also if you see that your thesis is wrong, for example, they are not launching game anymore, or they are having some problems, their team is rugging, you have to adapt to that as well. So the alpha is to just find these nice micro projects with a tiny market caps, with a nice value that they are building. Maybe it could be even big projects that are already having bigger valuations and bigger projects, but they are still going really great and they have great things. And just go for them and try their games, try their platforms, and that helps a lot. So one thing that a lot of people do not do is that if there are projects that do not have the token launched yet or whatsoever, just use their platforms, just interact with that, try everything, put some money in that, try to swap, try to create a fund, and so on, and they will be rewarding for you for that. Like let's say Jupiter, right? Jupiter is rewarding so many different people, and yeah, that's like just like really, I believe it's gonna be really worth a lot of money as well, and especially if you're a retail user, it's really great and really helpful. So going for those airdrops is also a pretty cool thing. So that's some additional alpha outside of DeFi land, but within the DeFi land, I believe, yeah, everything I said today as well is pretty cool. Starting from the toys, animations, to the alpaca dash, and everything out there. Then it was a time when I was on mute, thanks to Discord, thanks to an amazing system that Discord is providing for the farmer souls and the stages. And what we had there, then we had a giveaway. I want to know how the progress is on Alpaca Dash. Nebu, are you in the testing or not? If you are not in the testing, DM me and I'm going to add you to the testing group. DM me your wallet address and I'm going to add to your testing group as well. And you'll see yourself. If you are already in testing, then like, yeah, we have new patches coming as well. The new patches are going to be weather and the way beautiful graphics, the skills that we have, and the skills. And when the skills are tested, that's when the public testing will start as well. And oh boy, that's when the real fun starts. That's when the real fun starts for sure. Who is the biggest DFL winner for all the giveaways combined? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's a tool to see who has won the most, like from giveaway bot plus the Zeke bot. But at some point, Rah and Brookwell were winning everything. Then where's Satoshi as well? I'm not sure, but like, I believe like whoever it is, it should be somewhere like million DFL as well, at least. I believe like someone has earned million DFL from the giveaways. DFL we buy my house in the bull and alpaca to go with it. Yeah, I mean like it could be a thing, it could not be a thing. Like the markets and like it's really speculative. It's really something that no one can predict unless you're just like really that guy who has the power and the money to control those things, and you might be able to start the narrative as well. But I believe whatever creates the value, whatever has the users, whatever has the utility and something that people love will always be appreciated in the price as well. Maybe not like in the short term or long term for sure. That's like my approach. And if you agree with us, that's why you were actually sticking here as well, right? Because you believe in us, you believe in our product, our vision, and the stuff that we do. So yeah, appreciate that. But but at some point, if there is a bull market happening and if we're having a nice time and the DFL is pumping and everything, I believe we have to do some alpaca real life racing or maybe some kind of event with the real alpacas. Like we have to. Let's see. Maybe in a year when there's a break point in September, the everyone's soul is high, DFL is high, and everyone are happy, and then we can afford to have like alpaca party. Alpaca race, the real one. When the last unlock has happened, when is the last unlock? No, it has not happened yet. I believe it's like in 10 days. I'm like, in a week, or maybe less than a week. I believe it should be 22nd. I have to check, to be honest, but it should be 22nd and 23rd. And yeah, I believe there will be at least like 2-3 funds who will instantly dump. But like they are, and the great thing is that this is really dumb. Like they have, just to kind of give you full and transparent thing as well, they have invested at 15 million, 17.5 million, 25 million valuations. And they are instantly selling at like 5 million valuation, 3 million valuation, 10 million valuation. They are losing a lot of money. And like if I totally get that. If we were a project that is a rock pool and is not doing anything and there is no future for that, of course you should really sell as fast as you can so that you can even get like several, like $200, $300, or $1,000, right? But you see that the price has tripled, and because like we do some stuff and there is like a lot of things coming as well. Why you should sell for like $1,000 and you're a fund? You are a fund. It's not that you are just a random like guy from a retail for whom like $1,000 is like could save some like 1 month of payments or the bills. You're a accredited fund who has hundreds of thousands, and everyone who is invested in us has millions of the dollars of a portfolio. Some even have 10 millions of, some even have 100 millions of the portfolio, and they are selling for like $2,000. And they have bad reputation with us because like they are not even communicating with us. They are dumping on us. They're not even talking to us, and they just sell for $2,000. I mean, like, are you a real human being? Are you like reasonable? What are you doing, right? Maybe just see what are we doing. Maybe have a call with us. Maybe just like learn more about our stuff. Maybe even talk to someone from our community and see what are we doing. What are we cooking, right? Maybe those $2,000 will be worth like 10K, 100K soon, right? At least analyze that. And these people are not even doing it. For example, if it was like, let's say they are earning $2 million if they dump now, okay, I get that, right? Because $2 million is nice money for the fund as well. But like $2,000 for a fund, I believe it's just like one of their guys 1/10 of their salary monthly. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't get that like that, but that's a thing that they're saying. I have shamed them really well. I have really well roasted them on the Twitter, on the Telegram, in the DMs. I had a call with the guy who I like. I'm not gonna say what I did to them, but like they definitely, it's a bad thing for them because like, for example, the Solarico fund, right? Those guys, whenever there's a new builder coming and they, for example, ask me, hey guys, is the Solarico fund great? Should we take their investment? I tell them the truth. I tell them what they did to us. So those guys get no more perspective. Like they are not getting any more future deals because they did us so bad. They did so many teams so bad. So their reputation is zero now. And like, why to do that just for $2,000? Like, come on. Like, it's just like some people are super dumb. Like some people were so lucky to earn some money because like they, for example, just fell in this like some just in the lucky time because like they made one great investment, but like they're so bad in the reality. So okay, it's just really enough talking about the bad guys. Let's focus on the good things. But yeah, at the end of the question, at the end of the day, the answer to your question is that it's happening in like 5-6 days. When there is a bull, DFL's on the moon. Exactly. That's what I was trying to rhyme. My rhyming skills are like top notch. I just like to rhyme, like just have a short rhymes and just tell the dead jokes. That's what I do. Like that's my job for a living. That's what I'm best at. If you bought 100k DFL, it's 3x. You could buy a 300k house. I mean, that's true. but who knows? But if you bought 10k DFL and 30x, I mean, like, who knows? Maybe it does the 30x soon. Maybe it does in the long term. Maybe not. But like, the one thing I can say, like, I cannot say anything about the price. But one thing I can say is that we are doing our best and pushing our limits and everything to deliver the great quality and great deliverables so that we are set well for the next bull run and the price is appreciated. Is the farming mechanism shown on the mobile app going to be introduced in the browser version? Not sure. So, for example, we launched a mobile, and let's say, and the mobile is having a great time, and it's just like something that people are loving. Maybe we can go for that. And maybe so DeFi and mobile is kind of bad name. Just that's what I'm 100% sure. So maybe instead of DeFi and mobile, we name that game something else. DeFi and exists like in the form that currently we have on the web. And there's in this game, there is, let's say, Cryptoland. Like, just it's not gonna be that name, but like, let's say the Cryptoland. So we might have the Cryptoland version for the web as well. But yeah, we'll see. Because this new game will not have exactly the same features as the DeFi has, because like we are not bringing, like, let's say, Soul Farm to that at this point. We're going for more like the gaming adoption, where it is like really nice game to play. It has a DeFi primitives, it has a crypto primitives, but it's not fully DeFi focused or fully crypto focused. It's like more the game focused and has some crypto elements to that, if it makes sense. Maybe distributed to the season 1 players, 0.5% burn. I mean, like, distributing to the players is definitely a thing that we're gonna do, but like always distributing to the players is like something that potentially creates a lot of dumping as well as sell pressure. So even though like majority of you guys are really, you will not be market selling. Some of you might sell at some point, but some part of that. Still, like, doing those different airdrops all the time is not a thing that we can just do nice things. Like, we might do those like sometimes, but not really every time that we hit the milestones, right? And also we have some decent amount of the tokens that are for the play and earn mechanics that we're gonna be airdropping and giving to you as well. So that's also something to keep in mind. I prefer full burns, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, like, as a team tokens, we're going to be burning, and whatever there are, the coins for the play and the gameplay, it's going to be distributed to you guys, of course. Then we had to talk about the Starbucks class and Aurora as well. I'm a little bit surprised by your leaderboards and projects on Solana. I thought Wanta will be there too. There are also with there. I mean, like, you were at the last Farmer's Hall when I talked about like what Acid Dash did, and if you were like, and you think I would say Acid Dash in top of my list, definitely not. But like Acid Dash like could be a nice product itself, but it's not a game. It's like not a Web3 gaming or whatsoever. So that's the reason potentially I could not even have included them in the list. Where have we been there? Then we had like Zeke uploads. Then we had here the CoinX. Yeah, about the backpack listing. So actually I had a call with Tristan as well. So the backpack definitely is something that I believe is great, because I've been friends with Tristan for a long since like my first days in the Web3. I have known Tristan, and like we have felt really well with each other and just found the chemistry. And I believe like he's a great person. I believe he believes that I'm a great person. That's why we are collaborating many times. But yeah. So about the centralized exchange that are launching with the backpack, We are not going to be listed there on the day 1 or day 2. And they are having just the plan of this really slow rollout. So maybe they're not going to be even like a Bitcoin at the start. So they might not going to be able like you trade to like the biggest coins, maybe like top 10 coins even at the beginning. So they will be slowly adding the new coins. But we're in the queue. So that's what I can say. So at some point, the DFL will be there as well. We don't know when because it depends on their plans, our liquidity, our market maker, their kind of licenses and everything. But yeah, we love them, they love us, and it should be going well in the right direction. Yeah, one thing I'm gonna say though, like in DeFi land, I agree. The vibe that in our community is a chill. Like that's just the word. Like if you compare that to any other game or any other project, it's like everywhere you go, it's like some bit of a kind of frustration, right? It's some type of tension. It's all the time like some kind of different requirements, like FUD or like a lot of different things. While in DeFi land, of course, like there are hard times, good times, like normal times, and everything, but everyone here is chill. That's all I can say. Everyone is informed. Everyone is like just having fun. Everyone is just like enjoying and waiting for the things to come. Because maybe you guys are like really special, but also within we're doing these farmer souls. Like if you have some problems with us, we can squash the beef here. If you have something that you want to clarify, we can ask the questions and everything. So I believe like having this format is a really great thing, but also you guys are really a big blessing because having you in our community and having each one of you just like handle and every single newcomer or every single FUD or every single like just someone asking questions is great. So yeah, thanks a lot and just like really appreciate that. Just know that. BIA is the cutest. I 100% agree. BIA is cute. Will there be an in-game utility for the plushes? Will there be able to connect to the game in some? Yeah, exactly. So it's like the way that we are planning to do is like have an NFC chip where you take your phone, scan that, and then you get like a free-to-play or maybe some different additional surprise perk as well from that toy. So even though you might not be a holder of NFT or like the DeFi land holder or DFL holder, you will still be able to play the game in some way and maybe even win some kind of, maybe win like 10k DFL if you buy a toy like randomly, or you might win like a real almighty alpaca NFT with that, or like so on. So that's the thing that we're thinking about. Yeah, actually about that as well. I had a call on the Wednesday, so 2 days ago, with Weephoo as well about the drip drop. So we are lined up for the January to have a drop. So that's confirmed. Yeah, we are going to be going live on the drip. The DeFi collections will be live there. So there will be two things. So there's going to be two channels, like DeFi channel and Alpaca channel. So for DeFi channel, the first thing we're going to be dropping going to be lore, that the comics that we have built, and yeah, that guy has spent a lot of time on that. The DFL. Sorry, what's the name of our artist? I just forgot. All that comes to my mind is a real name. DFL. What's the name? It starts with H or no? What's the name of him? Yeah, Hannes. Yeah, DFL Hannes. Yeah, thanks, that guy. So yeah, DFL Hannes actually, and they have both spent a lot of time on that, and I really appreciate it. And they are eagerly waiting when we're gonna launch that. So yeah, we're gonna be launching that on the drip. And then for the alpacas, we're gonna be potentially what we might do is gonna be something that how we onboard the new free-to-play players to the game. So that's the thing. Will there be? Oh yeah, I'm here. Maybe my kids playing with the guns and fishing rods. Just saying. Yeah, I mean, like that's the reason. Like, it's not just that we have DeFi like alpacas, right? We have DeFi land as well, and we're gonna be having this kind of short animations on the DeFi land characters as well, like the Chad and the normal farmers and the cats and the dogs and the pets and everything. So that's a cool thing about DeFi land, that we have so many different tools that we can attract the people, like the retail. That's a great idea. Are there any rental developers? I believe there are several. I have not dived into that for a long time, but I will explore that as well and answer you at the next Farmer Soul on that in depth. I might have missed, but are you planning to add an in-app purchase of DFL? So yeah, they're gonna be in-app purchase. I believe you mean by credit card, right? So they're gonna be. I believe so. The goal we're going with is a credit card, kind of way so you can buy DFL. But the problem with that is that we're gonna be taking 30% cut, so fee of that from Apple and Android. But I guess like it's better than nothing, right? So we're gonna be going that way. We will experiment that on the fiat on ramp and off ramp strategies as well, and see. But yeah, definitely that's one of the goals. Yeah, do you guys remember, like, there was a project, I'm not sure what was the name, but it was an Avalanche, I believe, that actually stole our elements from our website, like the banners and like the wooden elements. That was like exactly stolen from our website, because the name was the same and the pattern was the same. Whatever was named on our like the image was had the name. It was the same name on their website as well. So the website was good for like 2021, but we have to level up for sure. Yeah, about the rental currently, that's it. Yeah, I will explore more about that. When a backflip. How to spell the studio name? It's Kind Night Studio. Kind Night. So maybe my pronunciation is not the best one, but yeah, it's like I'm gonna send the logo actually at the end of this Farmer Soul, and just for the people who have not seen that, I'm gonna just you will see that. Now we need to launch cutesy roguelike mini night. Yeah, it could be a thing as well. Kainai. Kainai sounds cool. Yeah, could be Almighty Night Studio. We should have been Almighty Night Studio, maybe, but we're kind. That's the thing. But yeah, we can rename it at any point given, right? Awesome. Then we had the High Plant Drifter winning today. I love how my bot likes to select it from each keyway. Yeah, that's great so far. Yeah, maybe Honeyland NFTs as well, because I believe Honeyland is doing great, and I believe they are having really nice quality product, to be honest. Like, their game is pretty fine, and it's really well polished, and kudos to their team, and potentially we can do Honeyland NFTs as well, and we'll see. I don't remember when it ended. This is in one, but I believe it was in March, right? Yeah. So how many people access DeFi every day? So currently today, in these days, we have around 1,300, and that includes the free-to-play players as well. It's not really all-time high. It's not really a huge number, but also we have not done much stuff around DeFi land, so it's pretty normal why we have this stagnant number and not really huge numbers these days. But still, it's a great number if you think about that. It means that people are having fun within the free-to-play NFTs as well, and they just maybe... The weird thing is that we have per month several 100,000 requests to the audios. I'm not sure if you guys are using audios, like the music building in our game, but we have several hundreds of requests going to the audios every single month, and that's what their team told us. It's not that we're reporting that, and they just actually DM'd us as well. That's why also they tweeted about us as well this month, And the request, of course, it's not that like how many people connect to that. Like it's not that several hundred thousand people are connecting to them monthly, but it's like whenever you skip or play a new song or just change the channel, that's a new request. But still, it's like an amazing number. I didn't really expect it. So I guess like a lot of retail players are also loving that as well. So yeah, cool thing. I don't want to test. I want to play, win life. I mean, like, oh, JSweats, you are not a tester? DM me your address as well, and I'm gonna add you to the tester group. And Catbug, you as well, like DM me. Guys, you have to DM me because like I sometimes forget about everyone, right? So it's just like DM me, so I do not forget. Catbug, JSweats, Nebu, please just DM me that you want to test, and I will add it to your testing. And yeah, I mean, like everyone wants to see the public release, of course, but like yeah, testing is really fun as well. So I would really recommend to test as well. Me and Ra had our heyday, shortly. Yeah, it was really great times for you and Ra, like just winning every single farmer soul, like just for several ones. And Satoshi also has not won the same, has not won in a long time. But yeah. Kuhon actually won just exactly right now, but yeah, Wei also is not winning at all. I'm having a hard time finding races that there are participants in. But what's the best? Actually, like the best thing how you can race in the Alpaca Dash in testing, just type in a general chat, just like, hey, who wants to race? Because like for example, me, at least like 8-10 hours I'm always available, and if there's someone to race against I will race. So just tag me as well. If I'm online, just tag me, and I'm gonna register some against you as well. So yeah, like just tagging and just kind of typing in Alpaca Dash interval. That's like how you find some nice players. March of my last win. Really? Oh yeah. Hire a club for Breakpoint 24. Just fill the room with alpacas. Profit. Yeah, I mean that could be a thing. Like it will be, of course, the best best side event to any conference, right? Just having alpacas, in the nightclub. I mean, come on, that should be the best one. And if the DFL is high enough, we're gonna do that. Yeah, I mean, luck could be the winning. That could be the thing as well. That's why he's winning all the time. So about DFL being multi-chain, the reason why we have not gone to multi-chain is that multi-chain adds some problems and brings a little to none different kind of advantages. Even though I believe multi-chain is the future, I believe the goal first should be to dominate Solana. So at some like in back 2021, early 2022, we were dominating Solana, and like that was like why we were also trying to rush to the other chains as well to dominate there as well. But like as time went, as hype a little bit died down, we realized that the product is not amazing. Product is not something that will give us a lot of players and a lot of eyes. So we doubled down on just kind of building a great product, building great experiences, and then when we claim the number one or two spot on Solana within the product, it means that the reason why we are on the number one spot is that people are loving the experience, what they are saying here, and not just because that we're a hot new project that FTX invested in this it's launching, right? So that's the goal. And whenever we do that, if it makes sense, we might go to the other chains as well. At least take DFL to other chains where you can trade, because potentially if we go to Ethereum, let's say, we might get an extra liquidity from them. And let's say the Ethereum guys might learn about DFL and buy and just have more new holders, new guys who are interested with our games, our tokens. So yeah, if that's the play, we're going to go for that. Alpaca Racing is real? Is this image real? I mean, is it a real thing? I mean, if that's real, I'll have to attend that. I mean, I will check this thing. If it's real, I mean, that will be one of my goals to the future for sure. if there were new graphics, sneak peeks could be a thing. We're going for hyper realistic Unreal Engine build to make it feel like this reality. Sol number 5, excluding stables. Yeah, I mean, that could be a true as well. I believe that Solana can become number 2 chain at some point, like maybe. I'm not sure how Ethereum will develop and how everything will go, but potentially it could be number 2. Number 3 for sure. I moved away from my old wallet to new wallet. You will get at the old wallet, but if you tell us and we can do some kind of manual things, we will just change your old wallet to the new wallet, but you have to DM us and see if we can do that. Those are llamas. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a little bit tiny difference between llama and alpaca, but yet still, it's a difference. You know what's kind of crazy? Sometimes we have like people like replying over our Twitter or like in Telegram or Discord and just kind of DMing us and stuff. But hey, we love llamas. Your llamas are super cute. It actually makes me upset. It upsets me just because I'm not sure why. Because like I believe like even my dad and my parents didn't know what an alpaca is. Everyone like they saw that it was a llama and they are still I believe calling it llamas because like it's alpaca is not not that popular I believe in the world as llama word is. So yeah, but still it kind of upsets me when they call it llamas. But yeah, that's the truth. Name and shame. I mean, there are so many. I have one guy, and no one expects that name. Whenever DFL reaches 50 million FDV, I'm gonna have a tweet about that guy because it's a really funny story that happened in September, and I wanna tell that story so much, but I believe there's a better time. Even if I tell today, it's gonna be really funny as well. But when I tell that in like once it reaches 50 million valuation, IDO pricing, it will be such an amazing tweet, and I'm gonna shame that guy so much. And that's a guy who is one of the great persons who people think is in Solana, like one of the big brains, like not the big brain guy, like not this guy who is named Big Brain on Twitter. Like, I just like refer to the big brain as just like a general phrase. So it's like one of the well-respected guy who was one of our investors as well. And he did something, and yeah, I cannot wait to just publicly shame this guy because he deserves that. And I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm like, if I say something else, I will already give out the plot. But yeah, I will tell that story on the Twitter, and once the time is right. So whenever we do 5x from here, that's the time when I do that. Do you already know how Alpaca Dash will be called with the... I don't know. So Alpaca Dash may be Alpaca Dash, but one thing I can say, I am really, really bad with the namings. I'm really bad. I cannot really come up with good names. Like, I just like whatever I think, whatever I see, I just name that. Like if I see DeFi and there's a land, I just gonna call it DeFi land. If I see, we had this kind of several startups, like whatever it was like I would just add AI or AR and I would just name that. So I'm not really great guy at the naming, so I cannot say that. But Alpaca Dash is the same thing, like Alpaca Run, right? Like there's Alpaca, it's running, so it's Alpaca Run. I would love to go for Alpaca Dash and I would just call the Alpaca Run the same as well. But like we already took Alpaca Run for hyper casual game, so I had to come up with something else, Alpaca Dash. I believe like I'm pretty straightforward, so maybe I'm not the best guy to kind of name some stuff. Yeah, weekly calls are goated. Yeah, I believe like it's the same way as well. Like weekly calls are pretty awesome. I'm enjoying that as well a lot. Christmas is coming. Would it be great to have some alpacas and BAA gifts with also images to share? Would be free ads. You mean like the banners, like your alpaca banners, like you have for wallpaper, for mobile wallpaper and PFPs, but in Christmas modes, in winter modes, or like just general short videos in the renders for the Christmas kind of side? Which you mean? Oh man, good old days. I see. Oh, actually, that's you that animated that, right? The lights. That's a nice one. Crazy Baba. Sounds like an epic OnlyFans page. Kind nice. Sounds like an epic OnlyFans page. I can say that we have nothing to do with OnlyFans, but maybe it sounds like that. You're not a tester as well, impatient investor. You have to DM me as well. Come on, guys. Like, I have said this 1,000 times. If you want to test the game, just DM me. That's all you guys have to do. Yeah, I'm bullish on Solana for sure. J Sweats is not OG. Come on, man. We have to change that. Voila. And we have changed that. Santa Alpaca. Yeah, I cannot jump right now, but I will jump after the farmer sold. In a Santa sleigh pulled by alpacas now. Yeah, I guess actually that's a nice idea for the animation as well, to have like Santa, but like with maybe Chad as a Santa, but like with a fake bird, a white bird, and then like having alpacas on a sleigh. Could be a great thing. Alpaca clothes. Need for Speed alpaca. Yeah, I guess like we're gonna be definitely making some videos and renders with Christmas decorations, and like some like just like that one. Like for example, the alpacas on a sleigh going with a Santa on the sky potentially, or just like something with baby alpacas sneaked on the board could be a thing. Yeah, we were gonna do some kind of nice animations on that for sure. Awesome. But with that being said, we have reached the bottom of today's farm results. I'm not sure why, even though there were not that many questions today, we are going already 1 hour and 15 minutes, which is pretty great. Alpacas singing jingle bells could be a thing as well. Crazy Baba just doing some random leaks. But with that being said, I'm going to do 3 more giveaways. I'm going to do $10 more 3 times, which is 10K DFL. So let's do 10K DFL. I mean, I have not won for a while as well. I have to win this one as well. Ready to lose them all. 100K DFL, not today maybe, but maybe within the... Okay, let's do this. If the next Farmer Soul, we're going to be having 40 listeners, we're going to do 100K DFL giveaway, okay? So bring your friends, your daughters and the wives as well. It's not that far away. Like we're just 30, we had 35 as well. So having 40... And having 40 doesn't mean that we hit the 40 just 1 second. Like if we have 40 stable listeners, we do 100K. If we have 50 listeners, we do 150K. If we do 60 listeners, then we do 200K. So that's you do the math. So you can show to your friends, you can show to your relatives or anyone out there, and you can just bring them to the Farmer Souls. Jay Sweats, congrats on the win. Here you see. If you do 1,000 listeners, I mean, like, yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Give away millions of the DFL. But like, yeah, they don't have to be the bots. Yeah, power of the new OG role. That's the thing. I'm telling you guys, OGs is really OP. Let's do another one. Let's do another Farmer Soul. I have to run as well because my wife is waiting for me. So I have to run on that. But yeah, we're gonna do after this one more, and yeah, that's gonna be it for today. And yeah, let's see who wins these last 2 giveaways. Let's see.